Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 7 of 21. And over these 21 days, I'm doing these little chats that we have in here just to help you raise your vibration, understand about intuition. And because it's day 7, I'll just give you a bit of a recap on what we've done so far. So I've explained what intuition is and why it's important. I've run through what it'll solve, how to improve your intuition, how to have fun with it, and is it just guessing? And today's the big one. Today is about how do you know if you're listening to your intuition or your ego? And this is something that's come up time and time again. So what I would say is have a little think about it, and if you've got something you want to know, like you're with somebody and thinking, oh, you know, is this a wonderful thing for us to be doing? Is this going to be a great opportunity, a great relationship, whatever it is? Then ask a question. Say, yes, it is. I think this is. How does that make me feel? And at this point, if you start doing these little tips, you start being honest with yourself, and you'll start recognizing and thinking, well, actually there is something I'm not sure about, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just explore what you're not sure about. If you think, well, actually no, this feels wonderful, when I think of this person in my life I feel joyous, and you can swap out the word for person for business opportunity or job or career or whatever it is. But if you think, yeah, this thing in my life, if I think about it, I just feel joyous and happy, and I think it's absolutely wonderful, then that comes from a love place, and that's great. If you think about that thing, that situation, that event, and and you think, well, no, I'm hoping it's okay, I'm not sure, then how does it make you feel? If it makes you feel uncertain, then that's not coming from your intuition, because your intuition knows. So your intuition is you, it's your higher self, it's your soul, it's your spirit, it's the glow within you, it's your God force, it's the chi, it's the energy, whatever you want to call it. And all this flowing through you knows what's right for you, the best direction for you to go in, and how to develop that. And so the difference between intuition and the ego is felt. One has to be logic, one has to be thought about, and the other one is just felt, and it comes from a good place, and you feel good about that feeling. Even if the answer to the question that you may have in your mind is not the answer you want, you would still feel it's the right thing to do. And that's the hardest thing sometimes. The hardest thing is doing the right thing. It's always the best thing to do, but sometimes it's hard, because you may be thinking about somebody that you love and care about and want. You may think about a different situation, a job, an opportunity, a career path, a course, whatever it is. But if there's something not right about it, there's something not right about it. And so try and explore what that is. The next 7 days, I'm going to be talking about letting go and the importance of letting go, and explaining what that means. And it ties up nicely with the intuition. Now, I've done it this way round because it's helpful for you to start developing, making choices, making decisions, knowing how you feel about who you are, being honest with yourself. And then when it comes then, because you would have raised your vibration, anything that's been buried deep would be easier to release. I recently helped somebody that had their first migraine. Now, I had the migraine for about 7 years. I had migraines. It took me 7 years, worked out what it was, and then I haven't had any since. So it took me about an hour. So somebody's first migraine, very, very difficult. And I'm not saying this is going to be wonderful and work for everybody, but it worked with that person I very, very recently helped. And when we started describing the feelings and the emotions, we did a couple of things before we got there, but once we started acknowledging the feelings and emotions that we buried, so that we didn't want to release, didn't want to let go, didn't want to shine a light on, there was a release. There was an emotional release. And this emotional release helped that person to have a healing in that area. And the pressure went, and the migraine subsided, subdued, whatever the right word is. So a lot of the physical manifestation of pain, hurt, comes from our emotions. And when we have, when you interact with someone like myself who looks at the holistic, then what we do is we deal with the reason why something's going wrong, not put a plaster on what's going wrong, if you know what I mean. So we deal with the cause, not the effect. So we deal with the cause, and it's and once we get to the bottom of why this is going on, and we deal with why this is going on, then the body starts healing itself. The body's an incredible, amazing thing. Your mind's an incredible, amazing thing. And so if you've got things going on in your life in a physical level, mental, emotional, spiritual, then if I can help, I will. Reach out to me. But there's plenty of people all over the world like me who would happily help you. So releasing and letting go is a major part of one's healing, and it has a direct effect on relationships. The relationships you have with lovers, with potential lovers, with your spouse, with your children, with your friends, with your colleagues, with your family. And so releasing, letting go is a wonderful healing technique, which I'm going to cover over the next 7 days, so bear with me. Now, the workshop that I've got coming up on the first Sunday in October 2021 is, I put a link here, and there'll be a link in the comments, and if you listen to this in a podcast or it's YouTube or whatever it is, then I put a link there which will take you directly to the Academy. Now, why that? Because if you're a member of the Academy, you can actually, members of my Academy can actually bring a friend free to my events. And this is just one of the perks of being in the Academy at the moment. I might change that, but definitely for this coming workshop. So if it's something you want to do, if you want to come along for a day and you want to bring a friend, one of you join the Academy and the other one can come free. It's fantastic. So I'm Mike, take it easy. Check out wellbeingcentrewales.co.uk for details about the Academy, the retreats we're running, and all sorts of other wonderful things. And much love to you all. Take it easy, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful life, and speak soon. Ta-da.